Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of January 10th. A little bit of a different setup this week as far as background footage goes. I am really strapped for time here, so I'm just trying to get this done. This week we have, you can have actually see a little bit into, how I normally do this, I suppose. This week we have Fortified, Spiteful, Grievous, and Thundering. Again, that's Fortified, Spiteful, Grievous, and Thundering. Grievous, we know like last time it was around that a lot of healers were not enjoying Grievous wounds. So, that could be an issue again, once again for healers, finding healers. Spiteful, we haven't had Spiteful yet, I don't think. Or maybe we did. Was it with Grievous? I can't remember. I don't think we've had Spiteful yet, though. Spiteful, we'll see. We haven't done many of these dungeons with Spiteful, so we'll see how Spiteful goes here. Probably won't be too much of an issue. Handle it the normal way you would normally handle it. So mostly just kind of like a healer issue. With a lot of healing intensive nerfs done to Mythic Plus though. So maybe it won't be as bad as it was last time. I'm pretty sure it was Grievous that was causing all the trouble for healers. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but that's what I believe it was. So not as good of a week this week as last week because of that, but we'll see, how it plays out. Let's go ahead and talk about what's going on in the game. So I literally normally have the calendar up here. I've already looked at it by now, of course, and then I just kind of use it for reference. And then if there's something else I talk about, I might have like a Wowhead or article pulled up as well that I look at normally when I do these. So this week there's nothing special going on for the events. We have the Arena Skirmish bonus event. So that's PvP centered. We have the Pet Battle bonus event. Again, as I always say during this, I have nothing against people who enjoy pet battling. It's definitely not my thing. I think if they made it cooler or something more modern, maybe I would like it. That event's going on. And then we have the PvP Brawl, Shadow Pan Showdown. Again, that's just, they do these PvP brawls and keep them in just to collect data from what I understood from the PvP dev. They basically are collecting data from these PvP brawls. And as far as when they are developing new PvP type modes or maps and stuff like that and see how they work out. And unfortunately, that's about it for this week. So it's completely dry on actual stuff to do in the game other than your normal, end game stuff, which is always unfortunate, but it's just kind of is what it is. You're probably, at least if you're like me, you're probably still getting your end game gear and stuff, right? So like there's still plenty to do, but nothing like extra, which is always a little disappointing when you don't have anything extra to do, anything extra to queue for, anything like that, or anything to do on alt and or whatever. Other than that, we did get a lot of news this past week, a lot of dev updates and stuff like that. And that's obviously a good thing. Obviously, that's what I kind of predicted would happen as they come back to work from their holiday breaks and stuff like that. I expect that to happen again this week. So the first week focused mostly on, some minor bug fixes, some Mythic Plus tuning, some class tuning that's going to be coming out today. I might do a video on the ret buffs. They are very slight, but might be worth talking about a little bit. So there was some class tuning, and I expect to see more of the same this week. Some minor class tuning here and there. Probably some boss nerfs in the raid, even for like mythic level. They did some lower level boss nerfs. I think they wanted to they never want to do things heavy handed. That's just kind of their motto. So I think that they're kind of just going to play with it a little bit, debate it more internally and see like how much they should nerf bosses by, knowing that people aren't at the item level yet. Like if you're in a casual guild, you're probably at, now if you play super hardcore, you can inflate your item level by doing Mythic Plus, of course. But so like if you play super hardcore for Mythic Plus, you're probably like 410 item level. But if you are just a casual raider, you're probably closer to like 400 item level ish. And or if you do, even maybe if you do Mythic Plus casually, maybe you're at a 400 item level ish, but like you're still trying to get item level. When I say casual, I mean casually, but still attempting to be, do end game and get your gear. So you might be like 400 item level ish, and so maybe they're like, well, we designed these bosses thinking that casual players would be like 415 when they kill them. So let's see what happens when they get there. They could be thinking that, or they could be like, okay, some of these bosses need just a little bit of a nerf. In order to see some more guilds be able to kill them, because this raid, while it was not intentionally made hard, I don't think there's some walls in this raid that are Dathia is a bit of a wall, and then Taros is actually the first wall where there's a very heavy healing and DPS check. Really, the DPS check is going away pretty quickly, but the healing check's pretty big. Maybe then as you gain more DPS, you shift more into healers or something. But I think it's probably still a little bit higher than what they would normally have, like the third boss of a raid be. So we'll see how they do there. I actually anticipate that we will see a Taros nerf on all difficulties, if not only mythic difficulty, probably today, right? Or tomorrow or something. So that would not surprise me one bit, based on previous, how they've handled things previously, which is pretty much how I base all my stuff is on their track record. So, like I said, other than that, there's not much else. Obviously, hoping for more news, hoping for big news. I've been following some secrets, and since I have this up anyway, since I'm doing it this way, I might as well pull this up. Let me go to this. This one in particular is the one that interests me. So I've been trying to follow some of these secrets on the secret finding Discord, and there's these ancient menders in Azure Span. If you want to go check these out, they're at 35-38 in Azure Span. That's kind of like mid left, maybe like on the quarter mark of from the left. And there's these menders in here. They have these really interesting names that spell out Zathrak Lookout, which is not a zone in the game, but there is a Zathrak outpost. And there's all kinds of theories going on with this. It could be nothing, of course, but this is something I've been keeping my eye on because it seems pretty interesting. Seems like it could be something. So I have been looking into that a little bit. I haven't had much time this week, as this video suggests, not doing it my normal way. But I have been, I've wanted to look into that more. I actually looked at that at the end of last week. Started looking into those a little bit. There's a couple other ones that are interesting to me as well. And I started looking into them a little bit, but then this week's been really, really busy. So unfortunately, I haven't been able to expound on that, but that's okay. Other than that, again, just hoping for more news, hoping for more information. I know that there was a nice post about crafting orders. I might do a video about the crafting order system and give my perspective on it, because I think it's definitely an important topic, and I really enjoyed Blizzard's comments about it. The TLDR on the article is just that they understand that it's not perfect, and they are looking to make improvements to it. Like they like the system, how it works and functions, but they want to make improvements to get more people doing it, more people accessing it, to make public orders better, things like that. And I think I will do a video on that. That's actually a really good topic to talk about, and that's something I have a lot of thoughts on, because I really enjoy the crafting system. But just like Blizzard, and just like most players probably, I also agree that it could be improved upon, much improved upon even. So that's it for this one, guys. Sorry it's a little bit scuffed this week. As always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel. Helps me out so much. And other than that, everybody, have a good one.